Welcome everybody. The fire out here on the riverbed started at a transient camp a few hours ago. We're gonna come out here and survey the area. Oops. So there's the fire so far. So the fire spread in the area. So this fire was, I'd have to look it up on Pulse Point. About 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I think, somewhere around there. I have to look it up. But the fire spread this way, about this far. You can see the charred area. I believe this is related to this incident. This might be an old burn. I feel like this looks pretty fresh, but you never know. So you got the county firefighters out here working this area. Every one of these trees out here, though, everyone needs to understand. Let me make sure. Are we all the way zoomed out? Zoom in, zoom out. Alright. Alright, this way, this way. So the fire, the engines are running back and forth, filling up their water. So you see there's an engine on the other side over there. That was 63. Man, they dumped their water fast. I think they're running back and forth. That's engine 63 right there. But city fires out here as well. Underneath this trees out here, there's a truck. There's another truck, and there's they actually got a fence going on out there. So you see there's a shovel here, and there's a civilian vehicle out here. The other vehicle down there, up on blocks. Don't kick your feet. So you see there's a fence down there. Like they actually took fencing from somewhere and set up a fence, chopped down trees. So they're out here making sure that nothing pops up. They got a fire line going. So there's a whole chopped wood and everything down there for fires. Stacked in the whole 9 yards down there. 2 vehicles. You see across the way the additional support units. So this fire kicked up, and I don't know if you guys see the smoke over there. It went across the riverbed here, or this area here, down the way. Two fires out here this week. So yeah, we just need to get across right now. But I don't want to walk across on those guys. I think those might be Explorers, firefighter Explorers. Someone's over there with a chainsaw somewhere. We need to get over there though. But these guys are making that fire break so nothing kicks up again. Keep it separate. There's firefighters out there. I don't know if you see the yellow out there. There it is right there. See that? So, and I believe some of the embers actually jumped across the river, which when we get over there, I'll show it to you. Right now, we just gotta get across this little gully here. Oh, there he is right there with the chainsaw. Let me show you guys. Let me zoom in for you. So that's the chainsaw that you're listening to right there, guys. This is the encampment right there. Vehicles up on blocks, hoods up, fence line set up, traffic cones, all kinds of, miscellaneous stuff. So I don't know what that truck is. I wish Dave was here. Tell us what that truck's for. I'm assuming supplies and stuff to help out and assist out here. I don't really rightly know. See some water on the backside over there. So we're gonna find another spot to cross over to get to the other side so we can see some more of the burned area out there. See that guy with the, see across the way there? I think he's got ice in that truck and probably just cool water and stuff like that. Yeah, he's got a bag of ice right there. You see that? I don't know if you guys see that. So that's the guy with the bag of ice, and it's a supply truck. Basically, help these guys out here working hard. Box springs and everything else out there. So we're just gonna, I know there's a way to get through over here. I just gotta, walk by those fellas working back there. So there was a report that came over the Bakersfield police department scanner after this fire was already going on. It said that there were some transients that didn't want to move, so they were trying to clear out the area from not this exact location. It was on the other side, but they didn't want to exit the area because the fire was headed that way, because the fire was going that way. So they had to call in BPD to assist. So here comes another engine right here, engine 263. Going by right there. I think there's a way to get up. There's another road that's right on the other side here. There's a Saturn. So there's the other road. I don't know if they'll let me pass by, but I've seen a lot of civilians pass by, so they might let us pass by. Now, if you guys remember when I was here with searching for Dane a few months back with Immortal, no, I can't think of the name off the top of my head. Immortal Investigations. We went over there, and they were all inside that area. They had fence and everything. They had all the dogs and stuff. And we're asking that they had seen Dane. So, engine 301 backing out, trying to avoid that vehicle as he's backing out. These guys are trained. Yeah, he's got plenty of room there. Yeah. So the wind is going to our right, which is south, and so the fire started to the left, and the embers carried over, and it started fire over on the right hand side here of the screen, which is to the south. So we're just trying to survey the area for you guys, let you guys see the effects of the burn and everything. So it goes all the way to the river. The river's out that way. This is just a brush area between the river. I mean, when the river was at, its fullest, it might have came over here back in the day, but so firefighters out here working, doing their thing. We're gonna go around the opposite side here, but you can still see some of the smoke coming up. Step over. Oof, I can smell the transients. I don't mean that in a rude way. I just mean that in I can smell like their clothes and stuff coming from the other encampment on the other side over there. And by that I mean when you're not able to take showers and baths and things, living in the field as a infantryman. I know what that is. So I'm just saying I can really smell it, the wind blowing. So here's the little flames. So we did get some flames after all. A little log on fire right there, guys. And so I'm saying that in a respectful way, and please don't be rude in the comments. So yeah, there's a log on fire right there. So this whole area you can see. So that's sand on the other side there, that little white, that is sand. and that's where the river would normally be. So there's I don't know if you guys can see that. There's a camp over there that got burnt out. You know, shopping carts and everything out there, all their materials that they have. But on the other side of the white sands, there's actually more firefighters out there on the other side, because it blew. The embers were blowing, I believe. I'm not pointing any fingers. I'm just saying it as a precaution, just in case. So yeah, I'm not saying anyone was being disrespectful. I'm just saying it as a precaution before it happens. And I'm clarifying that I wasn't trying to be disrespectful either. Don't kick your feet. Thank you, Sunshine. Thank you, guys. I do have the comments up here, but I'm just kind of concentrating on the filming right now. So yes, Sunshine, that is the point of origin. That is the believed point of origin, is at a camp. So there's still some flames out there. So the firefighters are, trying to clean this area up, get all the hot spots out, make sure it doesn't spread, knock down any potential further growth of the fire. There are some flames still in there. See that? I don't know if you guys can see that during the daytime here. Yes, Paulette. I do got my little helper with me tonight. You want to tell people what's going on? No? You want to tell them where we are? Want to say hi? I'll put you on camera. Say hi. Come on, you can say hi. So this is an area that wasn't burnt, but you can see the condition of the area. J.I. Gray says, hi, media helper. You gotta say hi. They said hi to you.
Hi.
Come on, you gotta be loud. You got loud enough. You got all these engines. They can't hear you. Sure.
Hi.
Hi. He says hi. And he says thank you. So this area is not a very good area for bulldozers. The ground's so uneven and everything. Bulldozers definitely wouldn't work. But yeah, so we're just surveying the area here. You see the workers in there, and they're all getting dirty. Like, they're gonna have a lot of work to clean up their gear too. The hoses are all gonna be charred black out here. You know, I don't know if you guys see, the hoses are yellow here. And make sure you guys are sharing out the stream. Let people know that we're live. And like I said, I'm just trying to get you guys the best footage I can without making them upset. The guys I talked to earlier were pretty cool. These guys are knocking down these trees here. So you can see they're you know, addressing the tree issue that might, I'm assuming for concerns of it sparking up again. I mean, I don't really know. I'm not a firefighter, so when it comes to firefighting, I can only speculate. But we're gonna move this way a little ways. So you guys can barely see, but there is a see, it's black over there. That's where the fire crossed over. It actually jumped the river, which there's no water, but it's all sand. Hey, who's there? Oh, thanks. Firefighter with hosing down some wet spots, or you know, hot spots, trying to make it all wet out there. So yeah, I've been saying for a long time, every so that engine's going back, right? And then this engine's going to move forward 63, and 63 is going to dump their water into that engine that's there hooked up right now, and they're just been going around back and forth. That's what they're doing. So 213 is possibly going to go get more water and come back. Yeah, 63 is dumping their water. So that's that road up there is the Chester Bridge over here. Just trying to find another way to get over there without walking through the burn spot. Pretty sure there is. All kinds of little trails around here, and just trying to find a decent one. We might even have to get up there on the bridge and cross over so I can show you the other side. I was hoping just to cross on the river though. We'll see what it looks like when we get up here. But I'll show you that it jumped over to the south side, and there's a big, even bigger camp on the south side. Jennifer, this is on the riverbed, right next to Chester. So Chester's right next to us. So it's west of Chester on the riverbed. It started on the north side, and the wind was blowing to the south, so it caught another section. So it jumped it jumped a road, and then it jumped the river itself. So yeah, it jumped the river, which the river is just sand. Right now there's no water, but it did jump it, and it started burning the other side of the area. So they had to evacuate some people out of the area, out of some of the camps that are out there, and they were refusing, so they had to call law enforcement in. That's kind of what prompted that drew my attention, because I didn't know how big the fire was. It was just basically a vegetation fire. But when there was there's homeless and encampments and stuff involved, it makes the story a little bit more interesting. So try to get out here and see what we can see. Show you guys the firefighters doing their job like we always do. So as you can see, the riverbed out here is completely dry. So technically we are out on the river right now. So yeah, we're out on the river right now, guys. This is how dry it is out here. Just nice and sandy. And you guys see that, as you guys can see there ahead of us, that the embers jumped all that and came over to this area over here. So I'll try to get over there to show you some footage. It's funny looking at these footprints that are all dried up in here in this mud. Looks like fossils, right? Looks like we're at a fossil dig. So as I come up right here, you can see there's some burn right here, and there's still another section of the river. See the bridge? So you see that there normally would be more water coming through here. These are like little sandbars or whatever, I guess you would call it. Little islands in the river, if there was water. So I don't know if you guys can see the smoke still coming up. The sun's going down over there. There's some Looks like some firefighter hoses out here. I'd say this is probably where the main water comes through. On this side when it comes. So we'll try to get past that smoke. There's some firefighters up there. There they are. So they connected a bunch of hoses right here that went over to the other side. Or they came from the other side. I'm not really sure which way. How's it going? I'm just live streaming, showing everyone the damage and the hard work that you guys are doing. Hey, step over. Okay, step over. So yeah, I caught this island up here on fire. But it went over to the other side, which is, so this is the island. We really want to get to the other side where the bike path is. But we don't want to walk across the burned out area. So we're just going around. But right there, there's some guys working. So there's putting water on the burn spots, cooling everything off. So yeah, so though that's not the origin, but it cleared out. You can see the all that stuff, you know, the what you call it, the shopping carts and things like that. So they the fire, as a result of the fire, it cleared out other homeless encampments. At this time, I'm not aware of any injuries. So we are not aware of anyone being injured at this time in this area. I don't have radio on me, so I can't get any updates. So I don't know if you can see all the way over there. That's kind of the other end of the road where we came in on. So we were over there on the other side. I don't know if you guys see that white truck back there. See if I can zoom in on it. See that white truck? That's the far north road where we first walked in on, and then we walked around. So there's another road in between us and that truck, and then we're out here on the riverbed. So it started over there, and then it jumped and came over here. Some embers started over here, and then this whole area started. And there's actually more. because that's like a little island right there, but then there's more area up here by the bike path, which is where we're trying to get over to. So we're just on a little nature hike, spending some quality time with me and the boy. Come here. Me and the boy. Don't be afraid to hug me. Come on. Y'all embarrassed. Spend some quality time with one of my boys. AT&T complaining about the data usage. So we might have to go all the way over there to get up. We're gonna see if there's a path right here though, without going into the burn area. Looks like there's a little bit of a trail here. We'll see if it'll take us where we need to go. Anybody like CCR? Anybody do any running through the jungle? Follow my footsteps, alright? We're so close to getting to the bike path. I think it goes that way. Let's see. Dang, exactly where my long sleeve. Here, hold up. See, I told you there was another river. So this is just an island in the middle. A little Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton for you. So this is all the burn spot that we couldn't see when we were on the other side. Here's another hose going right here. See the smoke still coming up, so it's still hot spots. There you guys see this hot spots there? So yeah. Now on this side of the river, there's a huge encampment out here. Huge. They got separate compartments and you know, rooms. So we're gonna round it over here a little bit. We don't want to get too close to the encampment, but I guarantee that's probably where they had problems and they had to call law enforcement out. Yeah, I don't know, but I'm putting my money on that one. So right up here, there's a bike path, which is what we've been kind of trying to get to. So step over. So you can see the encampment here was burned, just like the other encampments on the other side. So that's Chester. There's a little nice little resting area for if you're on the bike path. The bike path comes over here. So this is how they're accessing from Chester on the south side of the bridge. So this is, you see the bridge over there, you know, and we walked in on the river out there all along on the other side of these trees out here, and that's where the burn was coming on that island. And then there another section jumped and came over here to this little camp here and burned this camp. And I believe that's the farthest south that the fire ended up going. I don't believe there was any other burn, but it does look like it burned a little bit right there. There's a little tree right there. I'm gonna zoom in on it. Right there in the middle, I believe there might be a little burn right there in the middle. I'm not really 100% sure if that's new or old. Hello, Shonda. No, cancel that. Are we still live? Okay, good. I want to show you guys something new. So we are bringing you the real streets of Bakersfield, since we're kind of in the county on this one. We're actually not. It's the Riverbed actually belongs to the city right now. So can you guys see the watermark okay as well? Is our logo okay, or is it cutting off? Is it too far on the edge? missed that one. So we're gonna take a little walk on the bike path. Firefighters are resting right now. Well-deserved rest. These guys been out here working hard. Also, they cycle them out too, right? So they got one crew in there working, and then they work for however long, and then they cycle them out so they can take a break, and then they put another crew out. So that very well may be what's going on. I mean, these guys are on break right now. I seen a guy eating because they gotta keep their energy up. As a grunt, I remember. All right. Well, everyone watches on a different device, so I'm asking in general if anyone is on a particular device where it's not showing up good, because it'll cut off sometimes. It'll crop it. So there you go. That's the we're now officially on the south side of this whole thing, on the bike path, and you can see the burn over there all the way across. So and then I'll turn around. There's a canal right here. Then that's the Jack in the Box at Chester and West Columbus. It's the Jack in the Box right there. And then the baseball, that's the old Marine Corps Reserve Center there on the right hand side. And then this is a bike path, and that's Chester Avenue right there. Turns, I believe it's Norchester at that point. Where does it change to Norchester? Did it change at Columbus? I don't remember. But so yeah, this is the bike path right here. So we got a nice little walk here, but if you look to the right hand side, that's where that big huge encampment is. And I swear they you gotta pay rent. It's so big. I don't know what rent is, but I know they definitely got the fencing going on. I bet they got security going. I bet they got all that going on. They got tents. They got camping tents and the full scale stuff going on out there where we're pointing right now. I didn't even know there was a bridge right here. So the Sam Lynn ballpark is over on the left hand side there. There's a vehicle. There's a car. There's a car pulling up. So about, I don't know, 12 years ago, give or take, the city came in when they took over the bike path here. They came in and they did some renovation. They cleared some of the space out and they put in these little buildings out here to encourage people to come out onto the bike path and enjoy it, go for little rides and walks and things. there's still some light smoke still coming up out there. Such a large area is going to take a while for them to finish it out. You know. So we're going to cut back across over to the other side. So yeah, this is the same fire from earlier. We heard that they had to call law enforcement out because some people were refusing to leave the encampment. So we kind of came out to see what was going on. Oh, there's a little dip right here. I don't feel like jumping down there. I was trying to cut across. So there's a little path right here, a dirt path. There's some dirt bikes. Yeah, here comes some dirt bikes across the little. I don't know what that thing's called. It's not technically a bridge, but it's where they like kind of stop the water up and divert it and stuff for like a canal. I hear the sirens. I don't know where they're going. So in case anybody's wondering, we are live stream media out of Bakersfield, California. And we're just trying to bring you guys the news of what's happening, you know, around town. And you might see a small glimpse of it on the news, on the, you know, TV news. But we try to bring you a little bit more footage, a little more exposure to, you know, what the overall event really looks like if you were actually out here. Because I think people, when life comes and smacks them in the face and they got themselves in the middle of one of these situations, it's kind of shocking to them. I think people are desensitized to what this is. So we're just trying to bring some of the reality of what's happening on our footage. This one just happens to be out here on the riverbed with a fire that happened, but some of the other things, you know, we go to accidents, shootings, and different things like that. So for anyone who might be fairly new or just joining in, that's what we do. We just try to bring you. Now I'll shoot with my professional camera sometimes if it's a story that I think will sell to the news station. But during the daytime, they already had a cameraman out here. They already got their, you know, footage. They only need like a minute worth of footage at the most. They really don't even need that much. So they've already got footage for this. So I stayed on the cell phone and I'm just live streaming this one. But I do try to sell my footage when I can and bringing you guys along to see the whole story of what happens, or at least visually. I mean, obviously there's so much more that you know, they get from the PIO and stuff like that. You know, and I won't have that information out here right now. PIO is not exactly calling me on my cell phone, giving me updates. So the news will get more information in terms of what they're able to read to you, but visually I've got a lot more footage for you overall. And it's the community, and we get to hang out with people on the 2 different platforms and get to know different people. So thanks, David. Hey, David, are you doing okay, bud? How you doing? I hope the day's a good day, bud. I hope you're healing good. Dave is a regular viewer, and he watches and he had surgery. I hope you're okay with me saying that, bud. I just want to see how you're doing. Oh, were you out earlier, Dave? I didn't see you. I got a late start to this one though. I got kind of a late start on this one because it was fairly early. Did you guys see the new watermark and the little thing that I put on the screen that goes away? I was working on that. It's actually what I was doing, trying to get ready for tonight, and kind of heard this come over on the radio, and I was like, we gotta go. Ooh, more motorcycles. I can hear them. Walk behind me. Oh, he's going up the side there. Yep, cars and everything come through here now. They're not supposed to, but somebody came through and chopped up these posts up here, and so now cars can get around this gate that's up here. So I remember when I was a kid, they didn't have this fencing all around it, and you'd just be able to get up here. People would dive off into the river. There used to be water. All dried up now. So everywhere along the riverbed, everywhere, every one of these trees, somebody's living underneath. Here comes 63. I'm going to get more water again. So we're back at the park. This is called Riverview Park. So these they're little supposed to be wooden posts that they tore out so that cars can actually drive through here. Is what that is. That's a little, I think, a canal. I guess you could call it a canal. Water's just all stagnant though at this point. So this is the road that takes you through the middle there, where we were earlier. If you're on YouTube, you can rewind. Now remember, we just came from over there. There's the, you guys should be able to see the car right there in the middle of the screen that came through. We saw over there. And then there's a camp that's over there. Yeah, we saw from the other side. Yeah. Really big camp out there. So you guys saw that there was a lot of cars out there, right? You know, some of these people, you know, they do have cars and they just don't have a place to stay. So they come out here and they go to their jobs or wherever and come back out here and they're just not making enough money to afford rent because rent's so overpriced, so expensive. So I don't know when this car showed up, but it's apparently got burned out. And so it's real common for them to ride horses out here because the stables are out here, and these stables, they really don't like all these people out here. It's not the people so much, but it's the a lot of people coming through. So there's a car cutting through the middle of the park, and the guy, it's a guy on a bicycle, so it's not actually a motorcycle, but there's a lot of motorcycles out here. Oh, I hear one. Oh, there they are. So there's motorcycles out there that are spooking the horses. There's a real problem out here.
They close this place up to the front and don't let people in here. This is what we have.
Yes, ma'am. So that's a lady at one of the stables here. I didn't want to put her on camera. I don't know if she would like that or not, so I was trying to not put her on the camera too much or too up close. But I have talked to her before. Matter of fact, I think we talked to her when we were out here with a Leo in Immortal Investigations on the YouTube. So we're making our way back around. So I'm gonna call this truck up here the ice truck for now on, because we saw them getting the ice out for the other guys. I'm not sure what it's really called. We might take one last look over here. I kind of have a feeling this, because the wind blows south, and this is the farthest north of where this area is. See, I think this is old fire right here that we walked across, because we cut across over here earlier. I think this might have been another fire from another day, and I think the other one over here. think this other one over here, its point of origin is probably going to be right here where we first started and we saw the vehicles. I'm going to give you guys one last look at it, and then we're going to cut the live and get out of here. Just for those who on Facebook you can't rewind, so we'll go over here and take another gander at it before we clear out. But yeah, they got fencing up inside so no one can sneak in from the outside, like on this side over here. They got fencing and they got all kinds of stuff out here set up. So this is kind of where it started, based on my observations. They got wood out there. They got, you know, chopped wood, like they're having, like they're gonna have campfires. They got a barbecue out there. They got a full-on camp going on out there. 2 vehicles. Looks like an ice chest out there too. Then it jumped the road over there. You guys see the road there? Jumped the road and then continued on and burned out a bunch of other, you know, people's houses, if you will, or sleeping locations, encampments, you know, that kind of thing. So that's pretty much the scene, and it went all the way across to the you know, the embers kept bouncing, and so it got all the way over to the bike path. So, and then there was some people who were refusing to leave, so they had to call law enforcement, but they said that was over on the south side, so the other side, where that issue was happening. So yes, Chris, it did happen today. So just remember, folks, we are live stream media from Bakersfield, California, and we are bringing you the news that happens on the real streets of Bakersfield. So thank you for joining us. We're gonna go ahead and kill the live here and get reset, get some get some water. You want to say goodbye? Say bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for joining us.
All right. Be enthused. Be excited. He's tired. We wore him out. So thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We'll see you guys again later on tonight. We will be out tonight. Have a good one.